The 7 deadly sins, according to humans, are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Were the list written by a cat, however, it would probably look a lot different. Pride and sloth, after all, are practically virtues to the feline mind. And no self-respecting cat would truly see anything wrong with envying their human the food on their plate, or getting greedy and gluttonous when that food is finally left unattended. Even wrath and lust, though hopefully not too much a part of your domestic cat's life, are central to the social lives of feral cats and wild felines who frequently have to fight over territory and mates. So, which sins would your cat consider deadly? If a cat were put in charge of rewriting that list, what would it say? In this video, we're going to look at the 7 deadly sins according to your kitty and what hellish punishments a vengeful feline god might inflict on those who commit them. But before we dive in, why not subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community for more insights into the mind of your kitty? Number 1. Making unexpected changes. Your cat likely views your house and everything and everyone in it as part of their territory. Just like you'd probably be upset to come home to your apartment to find that somebody had brought in a new coffee table or repainted the bathroom without asking, your kitty is likely to be a bit miffed about even small changes to your home. Any new piece of furniture will have to be investigated to make sure that it isn't going to unexpectedly turn out to be a threat. Any new addition to the household, be they person or pet, will likely be treated with suspicion until your kitty is sure that they aren't secretly some kind of enemy agent. Even something as simple as a change to your daily routine can be upsetting for many cats. Cats like to know what is going to happen and when it's going to happen. This makes them feel safe and secure. Sinful humans who make changes to their lives with no thought for their helpless kitties shall, in the afterlife, be cursed to live in houses where everything moves the moment their backs are turned. Number 2. Smelling bad. You might think that this sin couldn't possibly apply to you. You smell great. And you'd probably be right from a human perspective, but that doesn't mean that your cat agrees. Cats and humans have different noses, go figure, and as such we find different smells appealing or unappealing. Some of the scents that humans find sweetest are ones that our feline friends find disgusting. In fairness, this does go both ways. That's why it can be so hard to keep your cat from peeing outside the litter box when they're stressed out. To a cat, the stench of their own urine smells almost comforting, a sign that their surroundings have been marked out as their territory so that other marauding moggies know to stay away. They don't understand why we don't feel the same. On the other hand, that lemon-scented detergent you use? To a human, it smells delightfully fresh and clean. To a cat, it stinks. As does that orange blossom-scented shower gel you use. Interestingly, the reason your kitty hates citrus smells is the same reason you probably like them. Oranges and lemons have very strong and distinctive scents, which makes them popular with humans who have a relatively weak sense of smell compared to most animals. A cat's nose, on the other hand, is 14 times stronger than a human's. Catching a waft of lemon air freshener from across the room is to your cat what shoving a whole lemon slice up your nose would be to you. In the cat-controlled afterlife, humans who spray citrus scents around their cats will be constantly surrounded by the smell of cat pee until they learn to appreciate it. Number 3. Being too loud. In the wild, cats are prey to larger animals as much as they are predators to smaller ones. As a result, they have evolved to be incredibly skittish and easily startled. There's a reason we have phrases like scaredy cat or fraidy cat to describe someone who is easily frightened, or why a person who is very scared can be described as having kittens. One of the things that scares our furry friends the most is sudden, loud noises. The sound of something heavy being dropped, or loud shouts, or a barking dog can be enough to send your kitty fleeing from the room, like all the hounds of hell are behind her. Not helping your cat's natural anxiety is the fact that feline hearing is a lot more sensitive than that of a human. Your fur baby can hear up to 3 times more clearly than you can, so something as loud as a firework going off, which can be enough to shock even a human, is almost deafening to a cat. In the cat-controlled afterlife, humans who are unnecessarily loud around their cats will be forced to wear thick earmuffs at all times until they understand what it's like to have your ears always ringing. Number 4. Invading their territory. This is one sin on the list that you probably won't be committing anytime soon. Assuming you're a human watching this video anyway, and not a cat. Cats are very territorial animals. In order to feel safe, they need to have a set area of land that they consider to be their place and can defend from other cats. Many cats, especially females and neutered males, can learn to share their territory with other kitties, so long as there's enough food and resources to go around. However, even these groups or colonies of cats will usually drive away strange kitties who aren't part of the established group. If you've ever tried introducing a new kitten to a house with established cats living in it, you'll know that such relationships rarely start out well. No matter how friendly the cats might end up being with each other, when they first meet their strangers, and the established cat will likely see the newcomer as an invader. This is why it's so important to introduce new cats slowly, starting by keeping them in one room and introducing the other cat to items with their scent so that they can get used to it. In the cat-controlled afterlife, cats who invade another cat's territory will be none of our concern. The cats will deal with their own, and we humans will not be granted insight into proceedings. Number 5. Not sharing your food. Humans are selfish creatures. While we eat delicious pizza, ice cream, macaroni and cheese, pie, etc., our kitties are stuck eating dry kibble. Can you blame them for trying to steal our food? Consider that cats will often bring food to us if they catch it. Even if you never seem to appreciate those dead mice and partially plucked birds. In the wild, feral cats form colonies with other cats and will often bring prey home to sick friends or nursing mothers who can't go out and catch it themselves. From your cat's perspective, therefore, your callous refusal to share the food from your plate, even food that would make them sick if they ate it, is an unforgivable crime. In the cat-controlled afterlife, humans who do this will be forced to subsist on kibble for all eternity. Number 6. Taking them to the vet. It's no secret that your kitty hates going to the vet. You know that they have to go to receive medical checkups and vital vaccinations, but your cat knows no such thing. From their perspective, once or twice a year their humans go crazy, cram them into a carrier, take them on a terrifying trip in a weird moving box, and give them to some stranger who sticks them with needles, and sometimes makes them eat foul-tasting pills. Can you blame them for making a fuss? In the cat-controlled afterlife, humans who take their kitties to the vet regularly will be granted mercy, out of understanding that it was necessary to keep them alive and healthy. They will, however, have to spend eternity wearing those embarrassing plastic cones. Number 7. Putting them in clothes. The deepest circle of feline hell will be reserved for those humans who dress their cats up in adorable little outfits, particularly ones that involve hats, full body coats, or booties. Cats are particularly sensitive about having their heads, tummies, and paws covered up. This is because they rely on their ears, whiskers, and paws to give them important sensory information about the world around them. Their bellies are less important for day-to-day life, but as any unwary cat parent who has tried to pet their kitty there has probably discovered, they don't tend to like anything touching them there. If you really want to dress your fur baby in a costume, stick to collars and capes, as these are least likely to be perceived as intrusive by the wearer. Humans who dress their cats in people clothes will, in the cat-controlled afterlife, be forced to wear the costumes themselves, so be sure not to pick anything too embarrassing. For more information about how to care for your cat, why not check out this video on how to care for a cat in heat?